in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway on a Monday night. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mond. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Mond. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Shifts by him. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Let's go. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, one set. Check line 54. Line 38.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mon looks to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result. And
a big play resulted right there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown. Over the top. Gerald Everett. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Play action. Now it's Lance sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they go play action here. Mon. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Za'Darius Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance, he'll buy some time right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
49ers 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
114, 114. No.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mond. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Lance again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Lance's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second and 6.
From the gun, it's Lance. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Lance. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. Touchdown 49ers. Laviska Shenault. As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Into the secondary, past the 40. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So there, Charles, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Now McManus for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A final shot before half for Lance. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He dumps it off to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 44, Lance. Flush to his right. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, here's Mond. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll toss to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mond looks to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. Catch is made by Hurd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down now. It's Goodwin, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mond going to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Off the play fake, Mond going for it all. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Lance now on first down. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Lance going to throw. It's caught. It's Chenault again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mond. It's brought in by Harris. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Reuben Foster. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. And that's going to be caught. Jalen Hurd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Mond. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. But he's got his target, Harris. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Well, they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, Lance. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Lance. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. George Kittle. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers get a score closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Bond looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock, so a nice pickup there all the way up past the 40-yard line. San Francisco. Play action. Now it's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.